Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream. Today is a little bit different. We are doing an art stream. I cross fingers, I hopefully finally set everything up. Sorry I'm a little delayed as well. I'm a little later than normal. I'm 18 minutes later than normal, so I apologize. I was setting a lot of things up. Um, yeah, that camera looks really bad. Has that got the right setting on? I don't know. Anyway, today, hopefully my voice, yeah, I think my voice is set up. If you guys saw in the promo picture that I put up, that everything's kind of weird on my desk at the moment, but I did successfully get the Canon camera set up, I think. So we're going to flip over to that in a moment. I'm doing a drawing today. You'll see what I'm drawing in a minute. And as you can see the camera here, that's going to be in shot at the moment. I am working on getting a better tripod, but at the moment this is a very, very, very old, very flimsy, what would you call it? It's not even a tripod. It's one of the microphone arms. And there was a plastic screw in the ball joint that normally comes with like desk mounts, and I screwed that into the thing that holds the microphone in, and it seems to be holding my Canon up, but I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. It's got duct tape on it in case it does fall. It's at least got something I can grab before it falls. But yeah, so that's that. We're doing some drawing today. Here's my sketchbook thingy. It's only small. Oh, that's is that green? Oh, it is green. Okay, I'm thinking, damn, that's everything's green. Anyway, this is a sketchbook. I am going to be drawing as, did I mention in the title? Yes, let's draw a cat. Okay, so this is, if we can see that, the cat that I drew. When did I do that? 28th of May. So almost a month ago now. I've done stuff in the past like let's find the good one. This one took me a long time to do. I finished it in April, but I started it in December. Um, this is Jinx from Arcane, the Netflix show. So I did that one. I was very proud of that one. That was colored pencil. I like traditional pen and paper, pencil paper art. I seem to be able to just do that. I cannot do digital art. I've tried. I just can't get it working for me. This is a replica of something I did when I first started drawing. Oh, it's got green in it. Okay, you can't see the green, but it's a magnolia flower, I think they call it. And I've just got a random assortment of drawings in here. I've got a picture of my dog I did in 17th of June last year. That's in pastel pencils. Anyway, I'm going to flip to the blank page that I have assigned myself for today. And oh, this is a African violet. They got a little bit of green in them too. African violet flowers that I'm in the process of doing. I was going to like finish something I've already done, but I thought I would start a new one. So let's get into this. We're going to switch over to, I made a new scene. I don't know how well it's going to go. We're going to have a look, but new scene, and here it is. All right. I just moved the book, so I need to like realign it. Now it's a little bit dark. I've got a light on it. I've actually got a light on it, but you wouldn't think so. And top corner, you can see Nala, my cat. That's just a photo. It's not a video or anything like that. Ooh, we've got stuff. Hang on. I've got chatting happening. Where's my chat? Oh, down here. Hello. I forgot where my chat was. I could see it up here. How are you? Thank you for making it to a stream. Hi. Yes, so we're doing Nala. We're going to do graphite pencils. So we've got, let me see if I can get them over here. I am hoping, I tried a different lens, but my 35mm lens would not, it like zoomed into just here. And I'm like, no. So I've got my graphite pencils. I need to find my sharpener. I think it's over the other side of the room. I've got my eraser pencils, and my nails were meant to be like yellow into pink, but they're fading into like a weird color that I'm not too happy with. So yeah, just ignore them. They're not meant to be that. They did look better. Different eraser pencil, blending stick, graphite pencils. And yeah, we're gonna go for this. I've got the picture of Nala on my computer screen. Because I don't have to do gaming today, I'm utilizing both screens. Oh, also, I forgot to do this. I have music. Hopefully you guys are hearing the music. I've got to check that. I'm not going to be wearing headphones, but I don't know how loud that's going to be for you guys. Is that going to be too loud? I feel like maybe a little bit, like 70%. I'm going to have a quick listen to that on my phone. But I do have music for you guys to listen to. If I cross fingers I've done the music thing right. Who owns it? What were they called? Chill Hop. People, please don't sue me for copyright music. I've put the link to them in my description about bar thing on Twitch, so hopefully I've done all that right. I was trying to set that up before. Ooh, I have a chat and I've like cut my chat off. 70% seems good ambient. Beautiful, that's what I was going for. Yeah, I wanted to be able to talk. You guys can hear me, especially with the microphone. Oh, that's meant to be just out of view, but not too loud. So let me have a quick listen here. Yeah, seems okay. Cool. All right, I'm gonna get into this. I need my sharpener. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sharpener. All right, what are we doing? Not quite sure what we're doing. Hopefully the cats don't fight as well. I'll roll my chair forward a little bit. That is going to annoy me, the camera being there, but I can't really do anything about that right now. And I also, it's like not exactly how I would be normally drawing. It's a little further out of the way, which is a little annoying, but anyway, we're working with what we've got, and eventually, hopefully it'll be better. I'll move that out of the way so I can actually get to my coffee if I need to. I've got my chat there, OBS there. Music should be on loop, and there is about 10-12 songs that will loop through that I found that I thought were not too overpowering. I can see if the stream is excellent there, and yes, okay, let's get into this. Okay, so I've never done a drawing stream before. I just normally draw either while I'm watching TV or... Oh, that didn't sound healthy. Can you guys hear that? I don't think... Oh, no, I don't think you can hear that. Maybe you can. I don't know. Anyway, I don't normally talk while I'm doing my drawing, so it's going to be an interesting process for me. It's also 10:30, so I would like to hopefully at least get this partially done. I'm not quite sure what style I'm going for. Normally when I do drawings and stuff, it's like semi-realistic. There's lead pencil stuff all over the desk now. Alright, so little backstory on my drawings for those who have never seen my drawings before. I started drawing in, I think it was 2019. End of 2019, I just suddenly got inspired to do drawing. I've never done any sort of art before, drawing art and stuff before that, and yeah, I just kind of started drawing and it seemed to have come out okay. Actually, I've got an example over here. Let me flip through real quick. Last year's, I was watching the Living Dead show, and I did Bruce Campbell, I think his name is, yeah, from Xena. That light is going to be horrible glare, but it's not like 100%. The eyes are too narrow and everything, but I did that one 2021 in May. So I like to do portraits. So anyway, we're going to flip to do a cat portrait. All right, I'm looking at this picture over here, which I'm going to make a little bit bigger because normally I use my phone and like zoom in. I can zoom in. Beautiful. All right, yeah, normally I do Yeah, on my phone. That's level even? Yes. It's trying to keep it level on the page there. All right. It's very distracting with the camera and the microphone right in front of me because I normally can't get over the top of my drawings, but that's okay. Okay, let's see what we can do while people are watching. I suppose just go with it, you know. I do what I gotta normally do, but this time I gotta like kind of talk. Now it's silent. It's like deadly silent. Also, because I don't have my headphones in, I can hear myself a lot more, and it's a little bit more distracting. Did I been getting distracted actually getting up to the stream? Did I tweet out properly? I don't know. I can't remember. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, I must have tweeted out. I think so. Yeah. And Facebooked out. I think maybe. See, there's a camera in the way. I think I Facebooked out as well. I mean, not a lot of people on my Facebook care, but that's okay. Yes, I did do it, and it's got like the 40 billion tags that I put up. Where are we? We're over here. Oh, no, we're over here. Alright, I hope I named everything right. Like, I don't know. Is this called traditional art? Because I went through the art tag before, and there was so many, like, digital art. Yes, take my time, have fun. Yeah, I'll try. Thank you. Yeah, there's so much digital art, and I'm like, all right, I mean that's cool, but where do I fit in? Everyone's doing digital, and I'm doing not digital. So yeah, and everyone's doing gaming characters as well, like anime and gaming characters, which is pretty cool. But it seems like everyone is doing that, and here's me doing a cat. It's like gaming, cat. So I don't know how well this is going to be like received from the general population of people on Twitch, but whatever. There are a few people doing like other things. Alright, normally I'd start with the eyes, but I'm just kind of like trying to map out because I have a bug. I have a horrible problem of, I think I've already done it as well. Everything goes too low. And that way then I run out of page. So I think I'm probably going to move everything up in a moment. Yeah. Got my trusty erasers. They're going to like shake everything me doing this because the table's pretty unstable. Yeah, it's alright. Let's pretend there's an earthquake. Alright, we have ears. At least you can sort of see it. I normally also do time lapses. I want to get all the time lapses I've done, I've like put on, I don't know where I put them on. I think I put them on Facebook and on Instagram, I think. I would like to put them in like above me or something as like a little, this is what I've done. Let's move all this up. The trial and error of actual physical, we're not able to like undo. All right, so the tips of the ears, we can do a little higher. Oops, I just dropped my pencil. It's really annoying when that happens. You drop the pencil and it has like this really dark mark, like stabbed into the page. And it's like, well, I didn't want that there, and now it won't erase. All right. That might be a little bit better. I'm hoping I get this done today too, at least the bulk of it. I probably won't. I'm ending it up being too detailed already. Yeah, it's about right, I think. How's everyone been anyway? I forgot to ask you guys that before. Got a little distracted with being out of rhythm from the gaming side of things into an art stream. How has your Monday been? That was yesterday for a majority of you. No, today I think. I think you guys are ending your Monday or just starting your Tuesday or something like that. Alright, a little bit less. This is where we use like the little one. Oh, you guys can't see that over here because it's not under the camera. Little eraser thing. Is this even working out on camera? It's not bad. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not level for some reason. That's going to bother me, I think. And yeah, the autofocus goes, what are we doing? But that's okay. Also, I think my face is all like weird today in the camera lighting. Anyway, all right, that's kind of level. It's got to be a little wider here. And I think a little wider here. Yeah, I pressed a little hard here and it's a little harder to erase. But that's okay, we're gonna blend it all later. He's staying. Lots of things going on. Everything's doing things. Yay! Oh, I mean, adulting isn't all that great, but yay for adulting! I appreciate you being here. And yeah, it's good. I'm trying to pick different times to do streaming so that way a lot more people can like catch the streams. I did a test yesterday morning. I think I was up at like 7. I thought I'd do a rerun to see like what the thing would be like with my thought process has disappeared with the traffic at different times from different time zones, and it wasn't too bad, I think, considering it was a rerun. So I'm thinking maybe doing more early morning streams, which I'm not looking forward to, but I mean, if they work, I can find a lot more people, because this time zone right now is terrible. All right, I think I've gotten the right kind of position. I mean, it looks horrible right now, but I think I've got the right position for everything. If I can bring the eyes down now. I think that's maybe too wide, not wide enough. Not wide enough, I don't think. Maybe, no, too wide. Then that like comes out like that, because it's like a shadowy white, cream, whatever color, which will be like that. And fuzziness we fix up later. I always have a problem with the angles as well, because I'm like right-handed. I'm going in at this angle, everything's at that angle, and then everything kind of warps the wrong way. Oh no, I've got like eraser markings in my keyboard. I might actually, because that might end up, oh shit, everything's getting knocked. Might end up being a problem at some point, so I'm going to put a hat just over the keyboard. Okay, focus, 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 please. I think I can click the button in it. There we go. Oh, maybe I can set manual focus maybe, and that way it won't zoom in or out. Is that focused to everyone? Yeah, I think. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay, I should have done that before. Manual focus on the lens stops it from zooming in and out. It's happy where it is. All right, where were we? That's way too low. That's what that problem is. Oh, that was the wrong eraser as well. Looks focused. Beautiful. Thank you for the feedback. All right, so that's kind of in like that. And that kind of flips this way. Really, I should put like my AirPods on and be like listening to my own non-copyrighted music while you guys have got that music going. But then I'll probably forget and not talk to anyone. Alright, I need to get these eyes. I normally start with the eyes. For whatever reason, I'm trying to map it out on there today. And yeah. Alright. End of the ear. Got like a marking color there, which kind of goes down and a bit of an angle there. And then we've got this lined up properly. There should be an eye here. Let's hope I can get it the right kind of shape. This here is annoying me because it's not solid on the side and it's going to look weird the entire time. So I think that's where I dropped the pencil. It happens. All right. It's not that wide, but it's... I think I'm doing all of this way too big. And then there is a good wide gap between that and that. And there's like, oh, it's not too wide. It kind of goes up like that. And the actual eyes are on an angle. Like that. That was the inner markings, and they go down to there like that, and then kind of go up like that. All right, I think we're doing okay. A little out of whack. It's okay. We'll get that. This is a trial and error of all this kind of drawing. It takes a while. And it's all about getting the shape sorted first. I say it like I'm an expert. I'm not an expert. I do this for fun. Alright, we have an eye shape. Looks a lot better than that one. That's okay. We've got a beginning. The coffee's going to go cold before I finish it. And then there's like this little dippy bit there. I don't know what they call it, but yes, that's definitely a lot better than the other side. This doesn't need to be there. I don't use that one enough for it to be at my hand, ready to go. And the ears are probably going to get redone, although they are sort of taking shape now. Kind of a... The nose bit is kind of there. Let's get the rest of the eye actually done first before I put that bit in. Not good with curves. They don't seem to like, I don't know, work properly. I think it's like the angle of my hand or something. That is sort of even. I've just got to patch up this side because it's not that wide. Something like that. That's sort of coming together, kind of. Yeah, it's definitely coming together a little bit better. And it kind of goes up into a point here. Although I don't really need to erase that, I am going to, because we like to get lines sketched out first. On the thing over here, can I get rid of like all the patterns? There is not a way to get rid of oh, maybe, okay, there we go. On the OBS there's like all red lines around it, and I'm kind of looking to see if it's like square, like from a different perspective, because if you look at drawing like where I'm looking at it right down here too often, it kind of looks weird. It's like looking at a word that you know is spelt right, but it sort of loses all meaning and disappears, and you don't know if it's right or not after a while. That's what drawing looks like. When you focus on one thing too often, it warps your idea of what it's meant to look like. So if you're looking at it like I'm looking at on the screen, what you guys see, it's kind of a different perspective, and it helps me like see if it's all level and stuff. Not only that, but I'm looking at it from an angle, like angle side on, where you guys are looking at it face down, how you would normally look at it. So that's something. It's one thing I say to like people who like ask me, well, how do you get good at drawing? 1, I don't know. 2, practice. And 3, take a break and look away from it for a while. It tends to help a little bit. Alright, that eye thing isn't as dominant on this side as it was on the other side. You just zoom in on the eyes, which I'm actually glad I have a good monitor for. Alright, like that. This eye has like a secondary thing going for it. I don't know anatomy enough to know what part of the eyes are what. This one needs to be a little more oval, less rounded, or this one needs to be less rounded, less oval and more rounded, I mean. Also, yeah, it's actually so hard to tell with that. I think it's okay. If I move this over, is that brighter for you? No, it is not. I don't know what's up with the light. It's like right here, but it's not down here. I don't know how to change the settings on that. As I said, this is a work in progress, so we'll get there when we get there. Probably do like a different setup at some point next week if I can get the bracket thing that I need. It's an eBay one, so I'm a little skeptical on trusting it with my expensive camera. Just because it's like cheap, but honestly it can't be any worse than what I'm using right now that's duct taped together, so. It needs to be more curved. Maybe? Eyes are always the hardest to get started. I think that's pretty good. Kind of. Obviously it's going to be thicker there, and then that kind of comes around like that, maybe? Yeah? Alright, let's work on the other eye. Alrighty, have a good day. Enjoy your adulting, and thank you for dropping by. I will chat to you later. Ah, yes, my comments are popping up right here. I wasn't sure where they were going to pop up. I forgot where I said it. Alright, I think... What do we got? The actual eyeball itself. Oh, it's a little shorter than the other one. So, let's just work on building that out a little bit. And that has like that dippy bit as well, whatever they call it, the eye markings, the wing of her eye, if you will. It's kind of straight. She's got 1, 2, and then this bit kind of pops up there. It kind of goes down, and it's pretty narrow. I think we're getting there slowly. It's still a little wonky. Still a little off, but it's better than it was, I think. Yeah, maybe. Where's the little crown mean? Oh, Prime Gaming on the people that are chatting. I wasn't sure what that meant. Alright, I'm definitely not getting the angle right. That's one thing that I really struggle with. Do you know what? Maybe I am getting it right. I think it needs to be brought in a tiny little bit. Maybe like that. Maybe. Ooh, maybe. That could very possibly be the right kind of outline we're looking for. And then we've got kind of... This is where we can start with the shading in a minute. The shading makes all the difference. The shading kind of brings it all to life. I like doing a blending shading kind of thing with my little blending stick thing that's here. It's like a, I don't even know what you want to call it, like soft paper or something. I like using that personally. A lot of people use like cotton bud, Q-tip, whatever people call it around the world. And a bunch of other tools like paper, tissue, like rubbing it with their fingers, whatever. I use a variety of those kind of methods as well. But this is my go-to. I love this thing. It just works for me. Problem is though, they're kind of expensive for what they are. And I haven't worked out how to sharpen it successfully. So that's a downside, but anyway. All right, we're going to try and put in the pupil, I think. I said try, not necessarily succeeding. Once the eyes are in and you're happy with like the location of them, the position of them, then you can start getting in with all the details and you kind of work your way out. That kind of just all works. I don't know, it does for me anyway. Maybe it doesn't for everyone, but hopefully all the music's still working too. It says it is. I'll have a quick listen. Alright, I don't know what we're listening to either. It's just I went through a bunch of songs, nothing that was too loud or extreme or anything, and I grabbed it. So if there's anything that you do want to listen to that's royalty free, copyright free, and DMCA, I think it is free, let me know and I will look into it. I'm not big on the whole ambient hip hop stuff, but I personally would be listening to classic rock or like 2000s punk pop right now if I had my way. But yeah, we can't do that, otherwise we get hit with copyright. This is about here, I think. But that's okay, we can make do with what we've got. Alright, I think we have some eyes that look like eyes. Sort of coming along from the reference photo. I'm forgetting to put the reference photo right next to it. I can actually I might make that a little bit bigger. Can I? Without it getting upset? Let's move that down there. I probably won't be doing the body. I'll see how we go. But I normally kind of get to the face and then kind of blend it. But yeah, I just wanted the face today. This is a beginning stream. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it's going to work. Clearly it is working to an extent. But yeah. Alright, I think if we can get everything kind of positioned. There is a thing around here. It is still focused, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And then there's like a dippy bit up here, and then it kind of goes down here. And this thing here is like and then we've got the nose. It's a little further down. Yeah, it's about there. This is the nose pattern. It kind of shapes the face, I think. At least still in line with it being what it needs to be? Yeah, because then it's gonna blend up there. I think that needs to be a little bit smaller than what it is. Maybe. Yeah. Kind of like that, I think. And then we've also got like the eye framing. What do you call it? Like eyeliner? That will be coming around here. Goes to about there, and it kind of nice little, whatever you want to call that. I'll blend all this in a minute. I'm just trying to get like the what do you want to call it? Foundation down. I don't know. I like how yesterday I was wearing like all makeup and got all fancy. Today I'm like, nah. Just doing whatever we're doing today. Although I could have gotten creative with my makeup. That would have taken me like 3 times longer to get here. Alright, so this, and then it goes down a little bit. Because we're on an angle, we need to angle this. Definitely angle this. This is not angled. That was there. That does come up higher than that, and that one comes up to about there. And that one is deeper as well because it's on a different angle. They look a little off ever so slightly. It's okay. Well, the downside of drawing is it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exactly how you're wanting it. Just because I'm sketching this from a photo by eye, whatever you call it. I don't know artistic terms. Up to here, and then I think, yeah, like that. It starts to come up here, and then it's like that. Yeah, like that. All right, cool. Also, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, depending on how much of the Umbrella Academy I can get through. That comes out tomorrow. Are we all excited for those of us who watch it? Because I am. I'm wanting to see how they're progressing with certain characters' storylines since their real world changes. Looking forward to that. It's meant to be pretty good. And I like Elliot Page, so loved Ellen Page's work, and I'm probably going to love Elliot Page's work. It's Pride Month still, I think, so it's even a better time to come out with all of that. Alright, angles, that's... I think we need to lower this a little bit. I moved the page. I did, I moved the book. It's okay. Alright, we have sort of, kind of, coming together. I need to sketch out the rest before I kind of progress a little more. I love watching these on time-lapse, so I should have probably, no, I wouldn't have had the room on the desk. I used the GoPro. I probably could have like duct taped it to the lens or something. And that way I do my time-lapses on that. But with this being just here, or here onwards, I can probably cut it down and just time-lapse that if I need to. So that's okay. I can do something like that. Or I can plan better. Okay, this has got to come down here like this, and this. That's there. There's like a definite line there between that shading and like that shading. And there's a little squiggly shaded bit there. And there's like a thing there, and then we have the nose. Getting the nose positioned with the eyes so it's not too far away is kind of difficult as well. But that's okay. we will... I don't think that is too far away. Maybe it is a little bit. It looks further than I think it is, but at the same time, I may have done this at the wrong angle. And everything is off. Alright, we're going to just do the eyes first. Alright, look at our blending stick. I have my sandpaper thingy somewhere. Here it is. Sandpaper thingy. I'm going to just like sand up this. You like sandpaper it and it kind of takes off the old stuff. I'm doing that off here just because desk wobbles. I have reinforced the desk as well. It's literally a slab with some eBay legs. The eBay legs are a lot better than the Bunnings or hardware legs, but still wobbly as fuck. And the more I add to the desk, the worse it gets. Is it working? No, it's just getting like purple on it. Pretty sure there's layers of sandpaper on this, so I'm gonna peel off the top layer and we're gonna use the bottom layer. Brand new sandpaper. Yes, that's better. Could like get a rasp or something, like a wood rasp, and that probably would have worked better. Alright, so we have a semi-clean, slightly pointed, soft blending thing. And it's been an hour. Damn, that went fast. And we've got this far. But that's pretty much accurate for drawings. Alright. Eyes. Eyes. Alright. Because I'm going in with like stuff that's going to become harder to erase now, I've got to make sure that it is where I'm wanting it all. And it still looks like this one over here is a little more rounded than this one. When it's meant to be more pointed. Definitely more pointed. That's what I'm saying about like looking at a distance compared to looking my angle from the reference I'm looking at here. At least what you guys are seeing and then I can see is kind of side by side. Do I need to like lift this up a little bit? Yeah, like that. And it's like right next to the reference, so you can see that there is obviously a noticeable difference because it's drawn on and I'm not using tracing it, stencil. There's a big debate in the art community about tracing it, like putting that photo over something and like tracing around the general shape to get it, and then doing it this way, playing it by eye, or the grid method where you like put a heap of really light grids in and do it the same on the photo, and then you like try and draw each grid so it'll match up. I can't do the grid method. I cannot do that. I can do it this way, good enough. That's what that needs. It needs to be a little bit more in and like that, I think. And like that. Is that a little bit better? Ah, yes. Little tiny details like that, angles, make a big difference. And that eye needs to come down a little bit more. This needs to come down a little bit more like that. Actually liking the fact that I can cross-reference it next to each other. Actually, I've got hair on the screen. I thought it was on this. Alright, we've got some character coming through. And that bit is a little too dipped up, I think, now. Alright, the other eye curves a lot more better, a lot more weller. Yeah, that's not English, but anyway. Curves, and it's kind of a little bit more comes up to the curve And then kind of dips further on an angle than it was. Yeah? And that's more of a... Does that work? Curve, and then no, it needs to be a little bit more down. It's like trying to get your winged eyeliner even. I think there's an ad happening as well. I mean, you're not missing much. Not missing much at all, other than me just trying to do this. Yeah, that might be a little bit better. Keeping in mind though, now we've got like 3 layers of the inner of whatever this is. What's it called? The eyeball socket shape. And this is more of a... And there is like a little dippy... Yeah, like that. And it kind of caps off the corner of the eye. And then we'll see if we can use this, because I haven't used the blending pencil yet. The blending stub, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if this actually works how I want it to. Not really. Actually, no, it's not bad. I need to get this iris? Pupil. Pupil is the word I'm looking for. Pupil a little bit more rounded, maybe? A little bit more defined, shaped, whatever we're calling it. Like that, maybe? We're starting to get an eyeball. As for angles, no, that one's pretty on point, I think, from my perspective of being happy with it. Now there is some whites. Whites are a bitch to get back if you've erased them. How are we doing this? 2 little dips. Like that. That'll do. And then we've got like a... It doesn't have to be exact, I suppose. Kind of like that. You guys seeing that? I mean, I can zoom in, but I don't want to zoom in. It's like we're having like a whole angle shot thing. I don't know what they call it. Alright, we can start shading in this with the leftovers on this, but this top end's still pretty dark. And there's definitely some darkness happening here. I go in with, this is a 2H pencil. Can you see that? Maybe not. I don't know. This is a 2H pencil. I'm normally going with a HB, but this one's got like a few extra lighter like levels of darkness, whatever they call it. And then I go in with like the really dark stuff like at the end, which is, you can sort of see the difference. The darker one on this side. That one is a 7B pencil. I think in school they pretty much did HB, 2B, 4B or something like that. It's like the standard requirements for schooling. Now, only going with the darker stuff last is because by that point I pretty much know what I'm doing. At this point I'm still toying with the sketch plans, where everything's going and everything. Yeah, you guys can see that. Still learning about like angles for streaming on this. What you can and can't see, what people want to see. So, yeah, anyway. Now, the eyeball. It's hard to get the depth of the eyeball. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the stream, but like the under the iris itself, I can't point to this because you can't see what my mouse is doing. Under the iris, right here, under the iris, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's got like a depth to it. It's hard to kind of bring that out on paper, so at least for me it is. It's a very smooth curve. Which is not something I excel in, doing very smooth curves like that. But that's okay. I feel like maybe that's not circular enough. I also feel like maybe because of the nose bits, these bits here on the shading of the nose, like cream inner nose parts. There's noise in my house. Kind of yeah, there's a bit of a, as you can see, the other eye is this is what I mean by angles. It's very, very hard to get the angles lined up. So this one needs to come down, like the entire, this bit needs to come down a little bit, ever so slightly. Otherwise, when you look at it when it's finished, there's just something slightly off about it. So I will fix that in a minute. We're going to keep working on this eye first, although I'll see if I can. What do we need to do? Keep the angle of everything. It just still needs to come down a little bit. Only slightly. Only slightly. If I got something thinner, I can like... Ooh, a nail file. Very slightly. You can see like... Alright. Alright. Is that something popped up on my screen? No? I've got a lot going on my screen, so... Trying to keep an eye on this, and everything else is distracting. I don't know what that noise was. So that's going to be about here. Like that, and then that means the pupil has to come down ever so slightly as well. It's best to get this sorted now instead of at the end when you go, well, damn, everything looks a little off. Alright, is that better? Where's my nail file? I shoved it back in the pen holder. It's like that. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Alright, so let me erase the top line. I'm hoping that was the right line we're erasing. And the inner. Have to work on the pupil again, but that's okay. And as you can see, I've pressed a little bit hard on here, but blending will fix that, I hope. Alright, so I fixed up the angle. And that was still, yeah, it's sort of coming together a little bit better now. Needed to have like Then it was higher up here. Then it kind of branched off into what I like to call a wing. That sort of, maybe, kind of. I think it's still too big, but you've got to remember that's like the harsh outline. I've got to come in with like that. I also feel like it's a little too wide at the bottom. Just a little bit. Something did something? No, yes, maybe? Nope. I've got a background on my computer that's just peeking through and it's like changing automatically. Right, so far this eye's coming along. This one is being troublesome. Yeah, I'm happy with the proportions of that. Alright, that is a little bit too thick. And I think that this kind of and then it's got to go up, up. A little bit more sweepy than it is, I think. Yeah, like that. I'm trying to pick the book up. Do I have something that can like actually level it out? Probably not. Maybe like that, and that might be a little bit better. Not for me, but for you guys to see. Alright, I think it's coming along better again. I've got a bit of paper on there. That wing is definitely too big as well. You've got a little wing. Doesn't want to be too dramatic. But it is still pretty thick. And oh, it's curved as well here. So the thickness can go on the inside, not the outside. It's still pretty thin here, but then it kind of bulks out. Okay, this pupil. It's like right here where it starts to get thicker on the eyelid. But it doesn't go down too far. It's like it's curved. It's a weird shape because it's kind of in the center looking out, which makes it difficult to do. Alright, now there is... Alright, it's not a whole lot of white lighting going on. There's a little bit there, there's a little bit over here. And there's like a tiny little bit in there. So we're going to go in and hope that. And then we can go in with the pencil and just kind of lighten up some highlighted areas. That dot that I did that wasn't meant to get done is gotten done. That's okay. That's okay. We can't do much else with that. Alright, that's starting to look like the reference photo. Slowly. I keep in mind I've thickened these outer bits up a lot bits. A lot bits. We've got to get on this side done. This kind of comes down as well. Does it? How far does it go down? Not too far. It doesn't go down too far. It still looks a little off to me for some reason. And that's because I'm right-handed going in. Or have I moved the angle of it? Yeah, I have done that as well. Alright, so from these bits here, these bits here up, I did have that straight, didn't I? Actually, doing that doesn't look too bad. I mean, this is top the eyes even? Yeah, pretty damn close. Even the pupils are not bad. Alright, I'm content with that. It's possible that the rest of the nose and all that isn't quite lined up yet. My referencey sketch isn't helping it, so I'm going to get rid of all this bit here because I think that's harming my look at it and tell what's what. I think the eyes, I think we're happy with the eyes. I think we're definitely happy with the eyes now. Alright, this bit is now colored in. I feel like maybe that part here is a little like out, but at the same time we need to blend it in anyway, so we'll do that and we can erase if we need to. Alright, we're going with some depth. We've got like a line over here. We've got some shadowy bits over here. We can like start with this. There is a slight gap around the pupil. These guys are darker at the bottom and it's like a little bit of darkness on the side. And a little bit of darkness over here. The actual top of the pupil is a little difficult to see. Oh yeah, we were doing this. I got distracted by the pupil and I forgot to finish off the like blend around the white. Yeah, there's like a highlighted white bit. Gap between it. Alright, is it starting to look somewhat... Is the pupils uneven? Maybe a little bit. They definitely need to be the same like angle. Alright, am I happy with that one? I think I'm happy with that one. This one needs to come down a little bit more. And it needs to get up like that. So see if we can replicate the remedy that a little bit by just changing the base of it. I think we may have fixed that. Maybe, I don't know. How's it looking? Does it look... I mean, yeah, it's not very far along, so you really can't tell what it looks like. I mean, eyes at the moment. Looks like eyes. It's a lot like coloring over here. Shading, sorry, depth. I love this pencil though. This thing, it's a Tombow, I think. No, sorry. Oh yeah, Tombow Mono. You can't see that. Tombow Mono pencil eraser. That's the square one as well. I don't use the square one as much unless I'm doing like hair streaks that are like thin. But yeah, they were hard to find. I had to get it online because of course my town has nothing like that. The inserts themselves are so thin and small, but definitely worth it if you're doing like little tiny fiddly bits. I tried to like cut up an eraser and stuff and it just didn't seem to cut it for me. Just move the entire book, it's okay. Alright, so we're going to start coming down onto the nose on this one. like a little bit of like a little bit of shading that kind of goes up like that. And because we erased this one before, we need to like reshape it. And I think it needs a little bit more. Oh, everything's making noise. Right, like that, I think. And this kind of got a little bit of a, like a, I don't know what you want to call it. Whatever, we're doing that. That's what it is. I don't know what we're calling all of this kind of technique and stuff. There is definite like shapes here in the edge of the eyeball. It kind of goes down like that. Oh, that's like way too much. That's the only downside of this stub, is it's not precision accurate, which is a little annoying. But that eye is starting to come along pretty good. I don't know if these pupils need to be smaller. I mean, the real estate between the pupil and the bottom of the eye ball on the reference photo compared to these is a bit of a gap. And it's like not a point, it's like a curve. Maybe that's a bit better. The other one, same deal. It's like not a point. It comes down. Perhaps this one's too wide. No, it's not too wide. This definitely doesn't come down into a point. It might be a little bit wide. And now they're at a different angle again. This one it is kind of like on a thing there. This one I think needs to be more something off somewhere. Perhaps it's this bit. Like that, and that means that then this comes off. And then we can just kind of blend that back in. Perhaps. Maybe. And I will go through on this after with like a darker pencil. That's got a little bumpy bit here that doesn't look smooth. That's a bit better, I think. It's still a little wider. Yeah, I think that's okay. Because yeah, one of her eyes is like pointed. Maybe not that. No, it would be about that pointed. And then the other one is curved. I think it's just because of her angle and yeah, the way she's like angled and looking things. And anyway, my coffee's gone cold now. It's been an hour and a half and I've almost got 2 eyes done. So although I was hoping to get this one done today, the other day I did I show you guys? I mean, I showed at the start. Maybe there's different people here now. I did this one in 2 hours. So Yeah, and I was kind of rushing this one as well. I wanted to get something done and completed. Like, start it, finish it, that was it. This one, I'm taking my time with this one for some reason. It still looks a little angles. It's fine. Keep going. Keep going. Alright. Blending. We're blending. Everything's shaking because of the desk getting blended. This kind of comes out a little bit as well. Is that straight? Yes, it is straight. It needs to be that. This bit here is a lot darker than the other spot, and we've got a bit of a... Alright, we need to get these guys very angled smooth. Oh, then it is. And then it kind of... Perhaps this one isn't wide enough. Perhaps that's a little bit better. I don't know. I could tweak these for like weeks. Still not be satisfied with it. How's the music on for all you guys anyway? I think we've looped back to the start. Seems to be okay. Check on my phone to see what the music sounds like. Yeah, you guys can hear the music and my voice. Beautiful. I finally got something set up well. Alright. I've got to do the inner corner of this eye to start bringing it in to looking a little bit more depth. There's also a little bit of a thing there, and it kind of comes in and kind of like that. Get rid of this. Like that. And then there's a lot of, oh hang on, I've got to get that darker bit, inner corner bit, that's what I was doing. Kind of curved. How far does it come down? Just about there. And it's not a full triangle this time, where on the other side it is. It's kind of like that. I can blend it a little bit because it does kind of blend out into the nose portion of the eye. Yeah, these nails, I'm not happy with the, meant to be bright yellow on the ends, and the pink goes down to pink like a sunset, but they look just dirty. They're not, they're actually, well actually there's a little bit of like lead stuff from this on them now, but they're not as dirty as they look. Alright, we have lightly shading here. We've got to get this nose shape happening, and it is coming together. I'm actually happy with how it's coming together. This bit here goes down, and then it gets to a little down further, and then it starts to blend down into a nice angle. It kind of sweeps down like that. I'm not sure if that's the right kind of curved angle. Kind of goes in a little bit more than it's letting it. Yeah, a bit like that. And that curves down, yeah. Now there's this weird, it's not that far. No, it's going down too far, I think. Because it's not even that far from that. I think it's about like that. Is that a bit of cat hair or something attacking me? I always get cat hair in my septum ring. It's very annoying. Alright, about there, and then there's this like big black darkness area shape. thing happening here, and it kind of goes on an angle and then it kind of cuts down like that. And it's not too big, but then there's like this sweeping kind of thing happening. A bit like that. And that also then kind of blends down. The sweepiness was like the really dark part of it. This is like really dark here, goes down here, and then it starts to kind of blend out. From there, you've got some light shading. Where's my pencil thing? Light shading like that. And it's not quite as sharp of an angle there. It's all got kind of like a, everything's kind of blended. It's like a, you know, it's a lightly shaded kind of, I don't know. I can't describe like that stuff. Comes out a little bit more like that. And all of that's kind of, that looking sort of, maybe. There is a white kind of portion of this, which is where we come in with our fancy thing. I need to bring from that to there. There's a lot more like that, and then there's the white kind of comes up next to that, loops around. I think like that. There is a bit of a, from this thing, and it kind of comes into here a little bit. Maybe. All right. I think we're mostly happy with that. It's starting to take shape. Well, this, that's still pretty harsh. No, it's meant to be pretty harsh. Yeah, I think that's okay. All right. Now the inner corner. Sound like a makeup tutorial. We're going in with the inner corner now with glitter. I do want to do some sort of makeup thing one day. Just follow a tutorial or something, see how we go. My neck. I'm kind of at a weird angle as well, so I should probably focus more on that. Now, I'm not going in with like identical markings. I'm trying to get the eyes right and pretty much the general area of the markings, but every like little line like that, it doesn't need to type. Yeah, I don't need to do every line that I see. Oh, I'm gonna cross my leg up. Oh. Only downside of having computer chairs is that the arms don't fold like up. They don't fold up. Alright, what are we up to? So from here, sweep it down. I don't know if this is too far, maybe. Sweep it down. Yeah, I think it's too far. I do sometimes take a photo of this, and then I'll take in the phone's app, I'll do like the picture-on-picture double exposure, whatever they call, and try and like line it up to see if there is anything slightly off, especially at this point before I get too far into it, and then I get to the end and I'm like, okay, something's really off and I should have fixed it like 4 days ago. But yeah, we'll get there. Maybe I'll do that a bit later just to check it. And there'll only be like a slight angle where like this has to be down here or something. It's always slight things that looking at it, you know something's off, but it's not so off that you can't tell what it is. It does get annoying though. Alright, so this has got like 2 pointy bits, plus whatever this is. Alright, and that kind of goes off into making the whisker, like cheeks, whisker puffs, like a little puffs of the cheeks. So we're gonna just leave that there. We need to get this nose positioned correctly. That's normally a bit of a problem. Oh, my music's flying through all of them. I have to get some more. I only put a few songs on there today. They seem to be working pretty good. Keeps like there's something there in the background if I stop talking to focus on this. Whereas in video games, you've got the video game itself to look at, and you've got the music or they're talking or something. And what's going to make or break this is the angle of like the stroke brush. It's not a brush, it's a pencil strokes, to kind of give it the angle and the depth of where it's going and stuff. At least I think so anyway. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I should write that somewhere. Not an expert. No lessons been taken. I literally just picked up a pencil one day and went for it. Then, after I realized that I could do something, I started looking into a little bit of techniques, but not a whole lot. Mostly because everything that they say, like in tutorials and stuff, it just doesn't feel natural to me doing it like that. Alright, so these little bits kind of... And this is where the center of the nose, I hope. Yeah, it's like the center of it. So, yeah, it looks a little... So if you've ever seen a cat's nose, so like the little nose hairs, they go all over the place. It's very cute. Alright, and then these start to come up here. Not going to worry about too much detail. I'm just trying to get the like locations of where everything's got to be. Once that's done there, then there's a cat now. This camera also will probably be used for a cat cam unless I can get very lucky and pick myself up a really cheap secondhand or just a on sale webcam, and that way then I can have a third camera set up. I don't know, we'll see how we go with that. Alright, this here, we've done a lot of the nose details on the other ones. We need to come in, we kind of neglected that side. And it's kind of squiggle, squiggle, and how far does it go? It was in line like that, but on an angle. I think like that. I think that's right. That one needs to get gone, but yeah, I think I will use AirPods next time too, just so I've got something like in my background. I mean, I could put the headphones on and be listening to whatever you guys are listening to. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. You got to get in that zone of your own music. She's got a bit of a darkness under here. And then that kind of, oh, that kind of loops around. It's kind of a, yeah, I like that. It's like ever so slightly. I need to like crack my neck or something. It's been, like, it's almost been 2 hours. Drawing streams are very different to gaming streams. I'll give you that. That's the whole separate, like, I don't know. Alright, we've got a bit of a shading thing. Now this has come down here and it kind of goes, and there's like a little like that. Then there's a it's kind of like that because it's on the angle of the nose, so it's I had to get angles drawn straight 3D but 2D, if you know what I mean. Maybe. I wonder if I can take photos when I'm doing this. No. I thought maybe I could take a photo while it's set up and that way I can be like, you know, progress shot, but apparently not. Which is okay. Where are we? I mean, it's starting to take shape depth-wise. This, I keep saying that as well. Alright, this goes to there. Also curves around, and it acts as that kind of like what this was on this side, but this side, and because it seems to be, we were a bit angled this way. This is my loyal cat as well, by the way. She's coming up 10 years, I think. It's 10 years? How old am I? No, 9 years, I think. I think it's 9 years. I don't know how old I am. Next year, I think it'll be 10 years. But yeah, I've had her since she was a couple of days old when I took in a litter of kittens. I may have mentioned this once on a YouTube channel video or something like that. But yeah, her and her sister, no one wanted her, so I kept her, and then her sister that I had given away they didn't want her, and they were like putting her up for advertisement again, and I'm like, I'll take her back. And yeah, I've just had both sisters since then. This one, Nala, she's very, very loyal to me. I'll like call her name and she'll come running no matter where she is, sleeping and stuff. It's very cute. I feel like this eye is smaller than it needs to be. Just looking at that right now. This is what I mean by I gotta like move away from it, look at something else for a little while, and then come back and I'll be able to like see everything that's wrong with it. Alright, we're up to this. We've got like a little bit of this. This is just gonna map out, I think, where the nose has got to go. I need to put the nose in. I need to put the nose in. The nose needs to be located here. Now, this is an invisible straight line. That's not going to stay there permanently, but that look about right on different angle. I'm actually liking the fact that I can look up at a different angle. I think that looks pretty accurate located wise. Now this is the problem I have. I'm right-handed, so I have to like turn my hand this way to get the angle right, because otherwise I'm going to be drawing it down like this, where it really needs to be up here. That is my downfall with angles and drawing. Yes, I could move the page, but at the same time, we're trying to get this accurate to the reference. So, and how far? It's only like a small nose compared to the small nose end. What do we call this? The boop? We call it the boop. This is a small boop compared to the nose structure, nose canal. What do they call this? Bridge of the nose, maybe? On cats? I don't know. But it's a very small boop of the nose. Alright, angles. We want to keep them going up, not too far. And there's something about it comes down, so there This one is on a bit of an angle though, and it comes down. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, and then it goes up like that because it's kind of caps it off. Yeah, and it's kind of like a smooth, it's actually pretty smooth angled. Instead of like wonky, like some cats don't have like a real definition between the nose boop and the fur, it kind of like blends, but she's got a pretty defined one. But it's very small. I think I might be drawing it too big. Well, we'll find out in a minute. I'll draw it, we'll see, we'll erase it, we'll fix it. Oh, and this down to here, and then it kind of like that. Is that looking pretty? Maybe less angle. No, it's actually pretty straight. So let's get rid of this other angle I imagined up in my head. And that kind of comes down. Is it as wide? No, it's not even as wide. It just looks it because it's like shadow deep. I think anyway. I don't know. We'll fix it out. Fix it out in a minute. And then we've got like a little bit of that. And then a little bit of that. Does that look? Maybe? Don't know. Alright, okay, after this bit, kind of comes down like that. And then we've got the, oh, how deep is that? It's actually pretty deep as well. By deep, I mean like long. And it's got like shadowing, and there is a point where it kind of tapers up. That might be a little bit too low and too pointed. It needs to be more depth instead of point, I think. Okay, so bring it in. Yeah, you can actually see what I'm doing, I think. Yeah, like that. That's grinding away at the paper because my eraser end ran away. Alright, and it's got to be kind of soft. It's like very pointed. I have to soften it up a little bit. And yes, it is a little wider. It does go on a bit of an angle. Okay, and then this has got like an angle, but then it curves. So it's curve, angle, curve, angle. Maybe that's too high. Okay, now this is also on an angle. I gotta let me get my nail file back out. And this is high as it needs to be. I think, yeah, I think we did not do too badly with the eye. We've got to keep going with the nose. Not too bad, I think, because that's going to loop around. I think the angle of the nostril. Unless it's just the lighting's a bad angle of lighting. I think maybe the nostril I'm working on needs to be a little, it's high. That's got some shading in it we'll get to in a minute. Okay, we'll get to it right now. Actually, no, I've got to make sure that it is actually where it needs to be before I start shading, because once I start shading, it's harder to reposition everything than it is right now where it's just lines. Put my leg under the desk. If I move, my chair down ever so slightly, then I'm, well, other than me changing angles, it's not as high an angle to see. Alright, he does have like a little, I shouldn't be adding this in yet, but it kind of joins off from that over to there. This bit here kind of comes out and then has like this little maybe like that. I like how I said I'm not going to go in with the shading yet, and here I am shading it. It's, yeah, it's starting to look how it's meant to look. That's the case. We'll get rid of this line and this line. No, I still need to finish off this side of it, which I do believe I need to like... Then it curves. This bit here, I think, comes up. And then it like really dips down into a curve. Like that. Does it need to go further back? I think it needs to... More lines drawn. I think it's like that. And the angle, it's curved, but it's not curved. Does that make sense? I mean, I should probably zoom the other photo in, but that's okay. I mean, you guys are looking at what I see. I'm zooming in for the details. Alright, so we've got shading there. There's a bit of like a triangle shading looking thing going there. It's a bit of a shading going there all the way to there. And then there's like a bit of a, there's a little light area in the middle that's not shaded. And we'll find out how it looks in a moment. And there's not a lot of harsh lines on it either. Not over this side anyway, there's just kind of shaded instead of harsh lines. That was a line thingy there, line thingy there. And it's on a weird shape here. Is that looking accurate? I feel like maybe it's too far down. This is why I shouldn't shade yet. Okay, let's add in some more detail. Because I feel like it's way too far down. Like, that's a long nose. I don't think it's that long. You've got these bits here that have been done on both sides. I think this one needs to come down a little bit more here. Which is fine. We can just erase a little bit of this like that. And it kind of curves away. Yeah, it's at the position where it starts to like have the inner nose center hairs, whatever you call them. Yeah, that's a bit more, because it's at a weird angle like that, I think. Yeah, I think that I've put the nose too far down. I think it needs to come up a little bit, because that is those lines, and then they kind of that. So maybe, I don't know, that's why we're adding in more depth. That only goes to about here. we've got new music again. How cool would it be to listen to like different music? Like, I mean, this music isn't bad for what we're doing, but you know, pop punk, punk pop, 2000s, 90s. I've been listening to a lot of Ashley Simpson. Been enjoying her music again. Only a particular like era of hers, which is 2000s, and I think we've got it in the right position. There's like a little pattern that goes up that way. It's a pattern that goes there, and then that's that. I'm pretty confident that is where it's meant to be. It is what it is. Color it in. Worst comes to worst, I'll do it lightly enough that I can hopefully erase it if I need to. But yeah, I do not think that the harsh lines are helping it. It all seems to be pretty blended. This entire bottom portion of it seems to be pretty blended. This doesn't even have a line, it's more of a shadow. And the same with this side. That could make all the difference. And there's not really any particular lines here where these are all pretty harsh lines as well. Just crack my wrist on, I don't know if you heard that. And then there's a little bit of like shading like on the other side there. This is up a little bit. Alright, let's go in with this stubby thing. And see if it's made any difference. Now there is a bit of a... There's definitely a little bit of a line between two areas. We can define a little bit here and then like that. Alright. This is more built up into the nose but not onto the lip area, I suppose, is what you would call that area on a cat. You could really look up terminologies of cat parts. And then this is a very harsh line I've put in here. I should be like, no. These things are blended and not big and scary looking. Alright, it's starting to come along, except on this side here I've put too much of like a... Yeah, like that. Also, the end is near... No, it's a little bit too thick. Like dark. Heavy-handed. Heavy-handed. And this can blend out into a nice shaded area. Does the nose look like a nose? I think it is starting to come along. I still think the proportions are out ever so slightly. I think... Where are we? Compared to the reference photo, which is a little stretched out. I could move the nose up a tiny little bit. I mean, I could even do that now. Just kind of thicken up the top bit, move everything up a little bit. But also if I can get... It's got a lot of like dark kind of blending, because that might also make a big difference for things. On there was like a can get a little bit shapier after. There was also a that kind of went from there, and then it kind of went off into that way in her strokes. No, I think it's okay. Maybe the eyes could be a little bit more bigger. Bigger eyes, maybe. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Worst comes to worst, I erase a whole heap of it and we just readjust. This is why artists charge so much for their work, because, yeah, hours go into it. I've been working on this for, 2 hours, 4 minutes now. Although I did start about 20 minutes in because I had to set up a few things. So, just under 2 hours, technically. Now this entire area is like shaded, but like not shaded, like that. Yeah, like that. Like you can see that it's shaded, but it's there's a bit of an eraser thing. It's not properly shaded. As for going up into the bridge of the face, you might have not done a whole lot of details here. The details would be like a 2-hour stream on its own. I feel like that was also maybe what's hurting it is the angle of the base of it. That could be a contributing factor to the look. It could be. What is the time anyway? Oh, it's midnight. Okay. I probably will end up ending the stream sooner or later. I don't know. We're going to get this nose sorted first. Oh, I just got this hand here and I went to brush it. I thought the pencil, I think the pen, no, it didn't. Pencil hit it. Very annoying when that happens. Curves. There is like a sharpness like that. And it's pretty deep actually. That might be helping it a little bit. Pencil stubby thing. That doesn't go out as far. Just there. And then the actual nose like joined to the base. Kind of a very, it doesn't touch it like with a line, it's lineless. If that makes sense. And then there is this little dark bit here, like on that side, that might actually help make a difference in the depth and the positioning of it. I just moved the book. But that's also kind of... So this one is here. that. That's pretty much what that is. I think that's helped a little bit, bring it up a little bit. Also, maybe this bit here needs to be a little higher. Let's just erase this entire top area and build it. Because yeah, there is a bit of depth there. And then to bring that along. Because that seems to help a little bit. Obviously without all the cheek fluff, I mean there is an entire, like, there's a fluff here that kind of curves around and then comes in. And then you've got this, which he's got like a fluffy little mouth here. And that kind of comes out like that, just to give us a bit of an idea of where everything's going. Nose, dot, bigger dot, 2, 3, kind of weird splodge, and that is where it comes down and kind of around like that. Does that, it kind of looks like a panther maybe at the moment? But that's just at the moment. And then you've got the mouthy bit here, and you've got her spike over there. Yeah. And then there's like a bigger dot pattern here. Well, I think that one was the last bit anyway. We're only just doing a rough idea to sit where they sit. And these guys come in about here, and here, and here, and here, and then they kind of blend up to the nose, like that. I don't want anything touching my actual, where I'm up to. Does that give us a bit of an idea of what's what? Maybe? She's got a very round face. I'm not helping that right now. But at the same time, once we get patterning from here, I hope her face fits on here. I might have done it too big. I do that quite a lot as well. It's a hazard of drawing. I don't plan things very well. No, that fits right because that's like a... Okay, she's just going to fit on this page, I think. Maybe this side's going to have some problems. Or maybe not. We might just fit her on the page. That's okay. Now this here, we've got a lot of... Just going to go in with some random like shape details on what's going on with her face and stuff. Might help bring some depth to it. That stuff there, and it comes straight down and kind of joins on at the end. So yeah, it's pretty accurate. You guys are still seeing it on a bit of an angle, which is annoying me. Have I got anything else I can bulk it out with? No. Something to work on for next time. As for this side, we've got the same kind of thing. This here. See, I kind of just abandoned this. I need to get back over here and fix it. Well, not fix it, but continue working on it. And this here is quite a dark kind of pattern. Same with over here. Once we've done this, we go like that. There is a dark smudgy pattern right there, and then the entire thing, I don't know what shape that is, but that'll do. The entire thing here kind of is a thing. Hello! Thank you! Thank you. It's been, I think about 2 hours. So we're getting there with it. It looks better at that angle, but I haven't got something to pack it up with. I'm using the little sandpaper sharpener, but it's still on a bit of a wonky angle. How you been? You're up late? Are you up late? I think you're up late. What is it? Yeah, it's midnight. You're up a bit late. Hopefully you had a good day though and a good night. Oh wait, where is I? Always up at this time. Yeah, I am too mostly, but at the same time I'm like, I gotta finish this, but also I'll probably get off soon, but we're still here, so. I'm having problems with the nose. The last like hour I've been trying to get this bit here, and I'm not sure if I think it's still too long. I really need to bring this entire area up ever so slightly, and I might still do that. But I thought I'd build up a bit of the face to see if once we've got some of the fluffy cheeks and stuff set in, maybe it like blends it out a little bit. I'm not sure. We're still working on it. Where are we up to? Over here. Oh, no, over here. Gotta finish off whatever this is. Yes, that is one of my cats. That's Nala. She is, I think I calculated 9 years old. I've had her since she was a kitten. And I also have her like litter sister, like a proper blood sister, instead of just like random other cat that they call sisters. She's very loyal. She's sitting in the bed kind of to my left that I haven't gotten. I mean, obviously I'm using this camera, this beautiful camera that's in shot today, as a drawing camera instead of a cat cam. I'm thinking of looking at a different webcam, not a different, another one for the cat cam. So I can do stuff like this and then have maybe a cat sleeping in the top corner or something. I don't know. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's very loyal. I like my loyal cats. All right, is this helping the nose not look so long? I think maybe. I didn't even finish up this eye. I just kind of like abandoned it and moved on. Yeah, I kind of just moved on from that and moved down the picture. I was trying to build up all this. It still looks... Where's my nail file? I've been using a nail file as a bit of a guide to help. I'm loving the fact that I've got a secondary view. I can look up at the screen to see what you guys see to help me with angles and stuff. Alright, so the top of the nose isn't bad. It's not bad. I think the whisker guideline that I set up is... I mean, it's only a guideline at the moment. It's not it's just to give me a rough idea. But yeah. Also, when I was doing that, what did I see? I saw a different angle that, looking at it from that point of view, there was a lot more dark lines kind of here. And it didn't join, but it did join. And then it went kind of like that. Because sometimes close-up details aren't the best. Let me zoom out on my reference photo. Yeah, close-up things you can like really see all the fine details. With the moving further back, you can kind of see just a shaded area, which this has actually helped a little bit, I think. Kind of my stubby pencil thing. That maybe it's kind of added a bit of the flat part of the nose a little more. I also think there's a pattern kind of there. And this comes down. What angle is that at? This is where the angles come in handy. Seeing it up close is for the small fur bits. Because although distance looks pretty good. Also, details look good. And these are tiny little hairs. And they kind of blend down into that. Yeah. I think that's coming along. It's so hard to tell at this moment. I really hope that I've got the nose and all that at the right distance. It still looks wider for me. I think I might move the nose. I wish it looked different. I think I might move the nose up a little bit. Ever so slightly, like literally the top of it needs to be here, I think, and like the top of that there. I think that would make a big difference because I mean, I've got it zoomed in right now. If I zoom it out, it's like only, yeah, I'm gonna move the nose back a couple of millimeters before I finish for the night, I think. So if that's the case, then I mean it shouldn't hurt it too much. Just got to replicate and mirror exactly what I've just done, like that, and then I can like erase that bottom bit, because then we'll be coming in. So I'm not at a bad position now where I can do this. If I wait any longer, then it becomes a problem because you've got so much other details. And if I move the nose, then I'd have to move the cheeks and the whiskers and the mouth and these aren't the cheeks. These are like the lips. No, maybe the other cheeks. These are the cheekbones. I don't know. Cat anatomy. But yeah, if I move everything later, then all of this would have to go up, and that's a lot harder to get it working. So doing it now is kind of a better idea. I'm going to either regret it and want to undo it again, or it's going to be okay. But I think it might help it a lot. This here, I need to like... Oh, someone's online. Do you guys see that? No, I don't think you do. No, because that's on the computer and you guys are seeing cameras today, not screens or captures or anything. It's like a, what do they call it? The Xbox experience? Xbox experience. I don't know what it is. The Xbox thing that is like always on in the background on Windows computers for some reason. But yeah, it just did a thing. All right, and then we've got to move this up. And then I don't think we need to move this. No, I don't think so. It's not going there though, and the corner of my little eraser pencil. Is it looking better? I don't know. Alright, that's there, and now I need to kind of move all of this up. And even this thing that I just put in. Alright, and then we should be able to like curve it. Is that looking a little... Oh, that looks a little bit better, I think. It's not as stretched out. I think... Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I know, we'll find out in a minute once I color all this in and get rid of the bottom shaving of this area. That is... kind of bring that up and that up. to be maybe a little wider. I think I've brought in the yes, we're moving it. We're moving it up. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, we're moving it up because I think it was too far down. I'm only moving it up ever so slightly, but I think it's already starting to make a bit of a difference. Because yeah, it was down to here, and so now it's up to here. So it's only a couple of millimeters, but it does seem to be making a bit of a difference, which is good. Now this is not so pointy, but it is kind of pointy, if that makes sense. It's like blended. Got a lot of shading in the background that I haven't really gotten rid of. I've got to like see if this one helps a little bit. The only downside of pencils is sometimes they don't erase how you want them. Alright, we're going to go in with the blending stick thing, and I'm going to hope that kind of blends in how we need it to. Also, these guys are like on way more angles than they need to be. That's like meant to be like that. And oh, almost dropped the thing. A bit like that. Is that? I think that's a little bit better. Because of that, we're going to get rid of this. Oh, my desk is all wobbly. Yeah, to like give me a bit of an idea of where is that? That is. Alright, because of that, we're going to. Because I think I brought this way down further than it needed to be as well. Just slightly. And then it starts like getting into that. Is that? Yeah, I think that's starting to come along. I don't know. I've been saying that the whole night. It's starting to look good. It's starting to come along. I think it is. Alright, where do we need to shade again? And this is, it kind of starts there. And then there's an angle somewhere here. Here, and then it kind of goes down on a bit of a angle thing there, and we shade it in and blend it in, sorry, and hope that it looks good. And we need to get rid of some of the inside kind of. Yeah, that line that I did was pretty harsh. It's, you can see it. I'm going to see if I can like blend it down, which I might be able to. Pretty much everything gets colored, everything gets blended, but then you got the darker bits that show through a little more. So the light blending like that, it kind of covers things up a little bit. This is, hopefully we can get that. The only downside is when you need like white, like highlight white. That's when things get a little tricky if you've moved stuff like this. That was just a random line. I think that needs to go up to like that. What angle is that on? That's like. Starting to come. Yeah, I think moving that nose was a lot better. The nose is nowhere near where it was now because I'm using the wrong end. The other end I haven't like filed away the old stuff that's like charcoal and black. That's okay for like the darker bits later on. But yeah, moving the nose has definitely helped a little bit. I'm not sure if it's square though still. Let's have a quick look. I think I've done it on a bit of an angle. Oh, it might be okay. Ooh, you can see that angle there. You can see that's my downfall. Angles. So what do we need? I need to bring the left side up or the right side down. Left side up. Yeah, that is my downfall with drawing, is the angles, because right, as I said before, right-handed, I'm working like this, where really I need to, like, I don't know. I am happier with that. Still not 100%, but a lot happier the way it seems to be sitting, although this needs to come down a bit, and this needs to come down a bit. Because yeah, there was no sharp, like, colors. It was all just blending, 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 blending. Like that. I've got so many things on my screen, I forget where I'm looking sometimes. I'm like looking at what you guys see, and then I go and check the chat and the other thing, and there's my reference. So yeah, when I wander around, it's because I'm looking for my reference, and there's a picture of the cat over there, and right there, and over there. It's okay. Working out pretty good, actually. Alright, gotta like... There we go, it's starting to get some shape to it. Do we do at the bottom? Yes, we do. There we go. On that side. And curve. Okay, we've got to work on this curve. Because it's not as wide as what it looks like right now. That's a lot better. I'm happy with that distance shape kind of area. This needs to be kind of blended. There's actually, hang on, I think I've done, looking at those lines, so we've got this, which is a line, and it kind of stops. Okay, so we've added too much on this side, which is fine. Just get rid of it. There's definitely maybe too much of the yeah, the nose point. A little bit better. Yeah, it's a little. Oh, that's a lot better. It's like tiny little details. You do one thing, one stroke, one erase, and the entire thing's so different. That's got to come down like that, and that is meant to be a highlighted area. Which yes, we've salvaged that. Beautiful, beautiful. The nose needs to not be so harsh in the middle, but more of a, like that. Although it kind of looks the same, I think, on camera. It's very, very different in person. This bit here, once I know it's right, I'll go in with the darker colors, and that makes all the difference. But this bit here needs to be... I think we've gone a little bit too far on that, maybe. No, I think that's okay. And then the bottom of the nose part, we're going to bring the nose, because it is very dark at the bottom there. Does that help bring definition to it? Maybe? This bit here though, the actual nose, like, pattern, whatever you want to call it, and then it flips up there, and it flips up there, and then it kind of blends out, if I'm not mistaken. And there is kind of a soft circular kind of curve that kind of goes up. Like that, maybe? And there was a bit I had to erase. Just there. Is that helping? Maybe. But yeah, I'm at the point where I've been staring at it for so long. Let's get rid of this and redo that. Alright, so we've got the end of the nose. At the end of the nose, or the corner of the nose, sorry. And we've got to blend it out. How long, wide, and all that is it? Kind of a curved bit on there. Once we've done that, you can sort of blend it out. As long as we can, yeah, like that. I've done a lot of blending on the left side of it, not so much on the right today. There's a cat. I think that could be the nose for now. I'm definitely going to be doing more to it, but it seems pretty okay right now. All right, this bit here kind of ends here. Oh, wrong end. Any downside of that thing? Alright, that thing, and then there's only a slight... goes on a slight angle, and then it starts to taper off into the cheekbone, maybe? And that kind of circles off. See, now we've got, okay, yeah, now it's a lot more where it needs to be. I don't know, it seems to, it's not as, let me start that again. It's not as far of a stretch to get each little bit. I can go from here, which is this darker thing, and then there's a gap, and then you've got this bit, and then it blends up like that, and suddenly we're at the eye. So... although looking at this now, the eyes needed to be bigger. There's a bug. There's a little fly. The eyes need to be bigger, I think, now. Looking at this. Tomorrow's problem. But I could always just bring it out like that, ever so slightly. The pupil probably doesn't even need to be bigger. Either just the top bit, it's just here. So the harsh lines of the inner circle would come out to here, only because once we get to here, you stretch in, this is this bit here, which is the very dark spot, and then the angle curves up, and then it kind of stops here, the gentle curve, meaning all of this, oh no, we might be okay. And then I think we just need to do a little bit darker. Because there is like 3 layers of darkness here. 3 layers of darkness. So yeah, I think we might be okay. But it's the outer bit. Then there is a layer of like a white almost kind of pattern ever so slightly lighter, like that, maybe. Now this middle bit, we need to get this sorted. Have I done the nose maybe too wide? I'm just like going randomly. Because then we've got this bit here. It's not a real, like, it's smooth. It's a smooth transition, kind of. Obviously I'm going with this later, where it's a little bit shaded. Sometimes using your fingers is the best way to do it. It's okay. I might even have to bring this up a little bit now that we've got, yeah, like the end of that to there, which is okay. We can, and then we get this bit here. That, oh, that might be a little bit better as well. I'm going to zoom that in a bit so I can get some detail. And the detail is that these little hairs are kind of coming up from the side and then they curl in a little bit. Now there was a bit of that in the middle, and then there was a lot of on the outside. Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. I should probably attempt to wrap this up for the night. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's a very slow progress. Process, progress, both count, I think. But yeah, I do think that I will be wrapping it up. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I do need to kind of function tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I think functioning like a normal human being at a normal hour is a good thing at some point. I'll get there. I mean, I could probably keep going for another like few hours. It's the only downside. Time disappears. It means nothing. Side. Okay, I want to get this side sorted. I say this, and then I'll do another thing, and then I'll do another thing. Like that. And then I'll probably go to bed and watch YouTube for like a while. Sleep is important. I'm going to game soon. Gaming's important too. Yeah, I did have a nap earlier, so I suppose that could help me go an extra hour or so, which technically I am already further into a stream than I normally would be at this point. I think I'm happy with that nose too. I think it's coming along okay, but I'm at the point where I'm looking at it and it all looks wrong. Not wrong, but like I've stared at it for too long and yeah. The actual cat in question that I'm drawing has just woken up. He's probably like, what the hell are you doing at this hour? Alright, and that's got a curve to it. It's like a curve. It's still morning, so I've got time. Oh, very good. I mean, it's morning for me too. I got plenty of time. Where was I up to? Took my eyes off the mark of what I was up to. I've got to try and do like a live, not a live, but like when the artists have someone sitting and then drawing. I would like to try that with someone, I don't know, different morning. Yeah, wrong side of the clock morning. I'm not sure what they call that. Is it live painting or something? I don't do painting. I've tried to do, where is it? Oh, it's like right up here. Let me, can I get that down? Can I get it down without breaking things? This painting. Paw painting. Am I pointing it to the right camera? I can point it down here. Oh, look at that. That's like hyper quality, fancy. Live study could be, I think. This is the painting I do. This is like paw painting. I do have another one somewhere. I've got a few of these. I'm just gonna like stick that there and hope it doesn't fall. I like doing that, but I don't know if that's going to be able to be doing on stream. It's kind of a messy thing. It's kind of a, once it's done, then you got to put it away, and then you got to stop the cats from standing on it and everything. But yeah, I would like to do like drawing people, human, sit, stay, don't move type thing. I reckon it'll be interesting. An interesting challenge, but I don't think at the same time I have any humans that would be willing to sit there, considering this has taken me almost 3 hours. The human will be like, I'm bored now. Alright, I am up to here. This curves inward. And this can come down a little bit more here. Is that starting to make the cat look more like a cat? Compared to what we started with. What we started with was a couple of outlines, and it always starts off like that. You look at it and you're like, how is that going to be looking like something? Alright, we got that and that. Let me bring that down here. You guys are about to loop through your music again. I say you guys because I'm not listening to what you guys are listening to. It seems weird without my headphones on. My headphones on, I'm talking to you guys. Without them on, I'm talking to myself, kind of like. And I'm like, no, I'm looking at the camera. I've got to keep looking at the camera. Otherwise, yeah, I forget. There's like a point, curve, and it kind of points down, and then that's the beginning of the cheek, which I think I've brought it out too far here too. So we're gonna get rid of that because that's not a good reference. Like, yeah. All right. I need to just finish off this eye part, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up. So if anyone does happen to disappear now, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you guys. And I think, judging by the amount of views that I've held, like a higher number I've held on to, you guys seem to be enjoying whatever it is that you're enjoying here. Hopefully the art and the progress and me talking to myself about what I'm doing. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I mean, I'm talking to you guys too, but I've still got in my head that I'm talking to myself. I'm like, yes, it's happening. I've gone insane. My cat thinks I have. So is my dog. Every night you're sitting here looking at this thing that I can't see properly, talking, not to me. I think I mentioned, was it yesterday in the stream? I'm gonna have a bit of water first before I continue on with that story. I think I mentioned about chicken feed that I normally get delivered in going missing. And it's been a week now. I got the dog food cans delivered, which was great. You know, they're on sale. They're cheaper from the place I get them for, which is why I go there instead of going in store. But the delivery only delivered my dog food and not my chicken food or the pig ears that I got for the dog. And when I complained to them, they took a while to get back to me. So I ended up calling them, I think it was yesterday. No, day before. I'm still in yesterday. Day before yesterday. I called them, the courier company, the other courier company, and no one knew what the hell was going on. No one knew anything. And then they wrote another email and they're like, oh yes, we're aware of stuff. We haven't forgotten and everything. And I'm like, great, but where's my items? And today, finally, after I wrote to them again and I'm like, what's going on? They did get back to me and they have sent a new order out, which is great. And Yeah, it should be here maybe like at the end of the week, next week. Oh, there's a cat sitting on my foot. Just put my foot down from the chair and there's a cat. But yes, the conclusion to that story is I am getting new chicken feed. Problem is though, I ran out and I had to go to the store on, I don't even know what day it is, Monday. I had to go out Monday, yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. It's the wrong time of day to work out what day I'm on. Anyway, I think we're doing pretty good with this. I think we're happy with it. The M shape is something that gets tricky because sometimes I go too high up. And then there's like a little bit of a, oh, see, yeah, I've already done that. The middle of it. So that's the middle of the nose. It's like a, gotta try and get it right. And then we've got the other M, which I haven't finished. There we go. The other corner of the M is like from there. That eye does look like it's too short. Have fun. Have a good sleep. Oh no, I'm sleeping. You're gaming. You have fun gaming. I will have fun sleeping when I get there. Thank you for watching and hanging out and chatting. I will talk to you. I don't know. Did I ever reply to your message? I think I did. I lose track of who I'm talking to. But yes, I will chat to you later. Enjoy your gaming. Alright, yes, this was the problem. It needs to be a little thicker around here. Like that, but a little bit thicker at the top of the wing. There we go. Did that make all the difference? Probably I will reply if I didn't. Yeah, I don't know if I replied or you replied. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get there. Enjoy your game. What are you playing anyway before you run away? Let me know what you're playing. I've been playing so many games lately. Also, if you see me on a game that you want to join while I'm streaming, just jump on. If it's online, whatever. Yeah. Oh, you haven't replied yet. There's something else moved. What moved? Something moved. Oh, the music I've got underneath the chat, like jumps between titles. All right, I'm trying to get this to there. Oh, there it is. Elder Scrolls Online expansion today. Oh, okay. What expansion? I haven't played since, I don't know what one it was. Morrowind, I think? The one after that, maybe. One that didn't come with the statue. I really like the statues. I haven't played that game in years. I've got the main game on PC. All the others were on PlayStation. This is not going... See, this is too high now. Alright, is that... It still kind of looks like a, panther, maybe? High Isle. Isles is I'm not even going to bother with that word. It's not computing with my brain. Which is a Brenton area. Oh, nice. So they've expanded again? They must have expanded quite a bit since I last played. Which is good. At least they're doing stuff to the game still. Considering how old the game is and how many people keep playing it and that, which is cool. I got sick of the questing on it. You do one quest, you go there, and then go back to here, so you go back to there, and they're like, yeah, you know what? You did very good, but go back over here. So you go there, and then they go back over here. And I got sick of it. It was just too much questing, slavery, and it mostly for nothing as well. At least with all the other ones, you can kind of do whatever, and you don't have to like go back to the main area on a lot of them. Alright, I think we have the M's for the tabby cat. The nose, I'm still thinking maybe still a little too wide, but we're going to go with it. Added a card game, which should be fun. Questing can be annoying. Card games, oh. I don't play the Gwent card game on The Witcher. I can't stand that. I also don't know how to play, so that probably doesn't help. Anyway, you go play. I'm getting off very soon. I've got like 5 minutes before it's 3 hours in. So I'm happy with my 3-hour progression of the cat. I'm going to get rid of these whisker marks as well because they're tomorrow's problem if I get around to playing tomorrow. Is it looking like the cat? Maybe, sort of, slightly. The ears are off at angles now, so let's get rid of them. Oh, bye. And Moobot has decided to grace us with its presence. Moobot needs to learn that I asked it to join every maybe 30 minutes to advertise, and so far it joins every 3 hours. All right, for the ears, this is not getting me to bed, but here we've got these bits down here. They kind of cove nice and fluffy like down here. Not too far though, it's still pretty much, I think, yeah, I definitely think the eyes, maybe this will help. I haven't done the eyeliner for these guys. This eye, I mean, words. This is why I gotta go to bed. My English is not computing anymore. I am having fun though. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the stream. I'm enjoying the drawing. Although this beautiful camera here is in the way, it's still working. Anyway, I think we're done. I'm leaving it there. Since I thickened up this eye, it definitely is coming together. We're going to get rid of this guideline here, and the ears, I do think, are at the wrong angle. So we're gonna, let's get rid of that. I think the front of the ear there is okay. Yeah, that's looking like it's meant to look like something. Also, I'm gonna get rid of this fluffiness, just so we've got a clean start of what we're looking at. Beautiful, we're done for the day. 3 hours in. I'm gonna write that up just so, where are we? That way it can pop up on the chat so we can see. I mean, obviously I'm talking for it, but any minute now. Three hours in. No, it doesn't want to update. But okay, that is coming along a lot better. I still think the nose is a little longer than it needs to be. I can actually move it over. Yeah, I still think the nose is a bit longer, but at the same time, I'm doing it at a closer angle. But I don't think that's too bad. Oh. I've got a reminder for 1 AM to go to bed on my phone, and it like shuts down all notifications and stuff. It just went off. But yes, that's what we've got so far. 3 hours in. I am happy with the progress. I keep saying that. I am thankful for you guys hanging out with me, chatting, watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this stream. I will be getting a post-it note and writing how many hours we've done. There's a cat trying to get on the desk. All right, one for the eyes, ear, nose was 3 hours. All right, and I will keep that post-it note this side. All right, I am going to log off properly now. I've been saying that for a while, but I'm gonna log off. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want to keep up with this. I'm going to post a photo of this just so we know what we've done, and a reference photo with it. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. I will be posting there a lot more. I have been posting there a lot more. I'm actually very proud of myself for doing that. I don't know what else to say. I'm tired, but I am having fun. So yes, anyway, I'm going. You guys enjoy your night. I'm not going to bother with, what do they call it? Yeah, that's why I'm not doing anything else tonight because I can't even think. Raiding. I'm not going to raid anyone tonight because I'm too tired to try and set that up. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. I think it's morning for most of you guys now. It's the wrong time of morning for me, but enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to pause this music as well, so I don't forget to do that and it plays all night. Anyway, yeah, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow if all goes well and I actually have some time and I'm not tired. I'll be back here doing this stuff again tomorrow. So until then, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Be good and good night. See ya.